Hey y'all, welcome back to Mima's house, where we're eating good food, sharing good times, and we hope you enjoy your stay. Let's get to cooking. Hey y'all, welcome back to Mima's house. My voice is still a little scratchy, but I'm here. So I'm glad you came back, and welcome. Welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome to the folks who have been supporting me all the time. I appreciate you. Today, we're going to make sesame chicken. And I'm going to introduce you to my garden. My garden is a new adventure I've embarked upon, and I wanted to bring you along because we'll be cooking some stuff from this garden. So, let's get to cooking. We're going to head out to the garden, which is located just off my back deck. Now, the deck is not done because we haven't cleaned it up for summer yet, but I have some herbs growing in my herb garden. The sage I planted from seed, and the chives that came back from last year. Got some lavender here that I'm going to put in a pot somewhere. But here are some things that I have growing on the deck in pots. These are a few cantaloupe plants that I started. Some mint, 2 types of mint. That's a lavender plant that I started from seed. A dill plant I started from seed. This is the basil plant that I'm nursing back to health that I got from the grocery store. Another lavender I started from seed. When I start stuff from seed, I don't want to give it up. Oh, that's a mum that came back. Another lavender. And that's a tomato plant that my sister gave me, so I'm planted that. And then the zucchini, I think she's in the wrong spot. I need to move her or get her in another pot. And then my cilantro, that's a creeping Jenny. And here is my squash that I actually moved from out of the big area downstairs. And look at this. You know I had to Google that. And that's actually a raspberry bush. Guess what's getting ready to happen to that? I'm getting ready to put her right up in a pot. And then that's some more squash. You see my squash got little buds on it. See? We getting ready to get some squash on. And then that's another tomato plant from my sister. And a marigold. And then these are my pepper plants that I bought from Home Depot or somewhere. See, they got a couple of blooms on them. We're gonna be eating, y'all. And then that's my other tomato plant from my sister. And let's go downstairs. This is the area downstairs where I'm going to get some of that lettuce. So, hold on, let's go get some lettuce. We like romaine lettuce because we use it a lot when we're eating our Korean food or even our Chinese food. If I'm cooking that, like I'm cooking sesame chicken today, we like to wrap it like the Koreans do and eat it in our lettuce. So this is a good way for me to get some greens in the children with the vitamins and minerals. And this way, I know how these greens were grown and what kind of water was put on it and all the things. So I got my lettuce now, and I'm going to go on upstairs. But let me show you the rest of the garden. Okay, there's my lettuces. And I have been eating on that lettuce. I got some onions. They're on the struggle bus, but I think they're doing okay. And some carrots. And then here my green beans coming in. Got flowers, which means to me that they're gonna get some beans on these vines. Look at that. Then I got cucumbers and squash. The squash, look. And that's trellising up there, and this is potatoes, but we're not even messing with them. Here are look at my broccoli. Got a little broccoli coming up. Like so, that row is broccoli. And we're gonna get some vegetables, y'all. And I planted some collard greens and some Brussels sprouts. I don't think those Brussels sprouts are doing too much of anything. And then my cabbage, 2 heads of cabbage, and they're coming in. They're forming very nicely. Okay, so let's head on back into the kitchen where I'll wash up my lettuce and we'll get this cleaned up and trimmed up and be ready to serve with our sesame chicken. We're going to serve our sesame chicken with some rice, some steamed rice, which you see that I'm adding some cauliflower to. I grated some cauliflower and I'm adding it to the rice so that we won't have to eat as much regular rice. We can have some cauliflower in it. And however I can get Noah to eat a vegetable, that's what I'm going to do. So this steams very nicely with the rice, and he doesn't even know he's eating cauliflower. So give that a try if your kids don't like cauliflower. So let's go ahead and season our chicken. I'll put the ingredients on the screen. I can't get them in there. Hold on. Now let's set the chicken aside, and we're going to go ahead and make our tempura batter for the chicken. I got shells in there, but we're going to pull those out and keep it moving. We're going to mix this well and set it aside with the chicken. Now let's get the ingredients together for the sesame sauce. Now all the components of our recipe are done. Let's go ahead and add oil to both of our pans because I'm going to make some veggies in my other skillet. But in the wok, we're going to fix our chicken. So we'll start with the chicken and we'll end with the sauce. And that's our meal. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all. Be blessed. Bye.